Do you have a dirty little secret? Welcome to the club.
And you're all invited.
The first rule of the Dirty Little Secrets Club is tell everyone about the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
We're handing out memberships, free of charge.
Step up to the VIP line and let Dayna and Brimstone take you on a weekly ride of secrets and debauchery.
Now buckle up, Buttercup, because things are about to get heated on the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Dirty Little Secrets Club. Brimstone, you silly.
I'm silly because I'm seeing you. I'm so happy. I'm so happy I get my fix of Dayna today.
Well, I think another reason that you might be so happy is that it's looking like the SAG-AFTRA strike is coming to an end, which means hopefully soon we can share some fun stuff of yours.
I'm so tempted just to do it.
Yeah.
Because this comes out on Tuesday, so essentially Friday is when they're supposed to ratify it.
Mhm.
The strike is over.
I don't edit until Monday, so if we need to cut some shit, we can.
So what happened was no, you know what? It kills me because it's so old already. It's not old, but it's like a month, like a month and a half already
Yeah.
since it launched. What do you call? I had to keep it in inside since January.
I know.
So for those of you who are paying attention, I did a co-star cameo appearance on Billions on Showtime. And, I'm finally talking about it out loud, which is beautiful.
Yes.
Outside of, some friends like, Dayna and Kim and Tom knew and Alex, certain people knew.
Right.
And, it's so hard. Look, I'm no stranger to NDAs. I'm no stranger to not being able to talk about things. But when it's actually up and out on television and you can't say anything about it, you know what I mean? And it's a big deal. It wasn't like a huge, tremendous role, but it was a very important role in the storyline. And what do you call it? And I was on there. It was, I was getting messages from people. I couldn't sit and talk about it. I couldn't go back and forth with them. I couldn't talk about it while I was at the conventions. You know what I mean? So it was frustrating as sin, but I did Billions, which is a really, really big deal. Final season. If you guys want to catch it, season 7, episode 5, the Gulag Arpeggiato, I believe it's called, which is it was a lot of fun. I got to work with the guys, 2 of the lead characters there. What do you call it? One of them who's just in the Ant-Man movie also. What do you call it? I also got to hang with Killer Mike, who, we're friendly now. Killer Mike is from the group Run the Jewels, which you've heard on like every soundtrack known to man. So we had a great time. Backstage was just sick because we were on location and it was literally the 4 of us hanging out all day in the room for like, and then going out, doing our whatever, 10, 15 minutes, then coming back, then going, what I mean? It was like, the work time was just so minimal, it was.
I know. And I remember you talking about it and you had such a good time on set. You were so stoked about it. And then the strike happened and we were like,
unbelievable. And anybody who knows me knows that I like to talk about things and put it out there. And I'm proud of the work that I've put in and proud of the work that the people that I've worked with have put in. You know what I mean? Like that it makes me happy to be able to talk about things and, and express my excitement and, having to sit and hold it, especially such a big deal, like a big ticket item like that.
Yeah.
It's like it hurt. It did hurt. I'm not gonna lie, it did hurt.
Well, now that the strike is over, we can all post it everywhere. Everybody go retweet, repost, share in stories, redo all the things.
Please do. It's just insane, man. And it's been a rough road, but it was a road that we had to take.
Totally.
It really was a road that we had to take. I actually refilmed more stuff for Seymour the Unfortunate Vampire, which is going to be out on Amazon next year. You know what I mean? I couldn't say anything about that because of Amazon. What do you call it? I've got oh my God, director's cut, which is currently on Amazon right now. That I did a cameo on that. I did a couple of scenes, played a character Chaz in that one.
Nice.
Another
I
one
cannot
that
see you as a Chaz.
I know, right? I thought it was really funny. I thought it was really funny that they did that. I just did Revelation is I'm just about to be able to start talking about that. Which again it was unstruck, but it
Hmm.
wouldn't like but you shouldn't you still should have that solidarity and not be talking about stuff until, even though it was not struck work, I didn't want to promote something when other people can't.
Right.
But Revelation's another one that is it's currently a selection in, a couple different film festivals. It's a short and a bunch of people, bunch of names in that from Stranger Things and daytime TV. So it's
Fun.
a lot of cool things that finally I could start talking about and I can start posting again. I don't. I might just say F it and post it today anyway.
Yeah.
This today being Thursday, the week before, guys. I might do that. So again, if you have the chance, go check it out on
Well, they have
social.
said already that they've come to an agreement. They just have to like finalize all of the stuff, right? So, I mean, just
Yeah,
like the writers' strike, they said the same thing. They were like, all right, well, we've come to an agreement. We have to go finalize and everything. But everybody was like, all right, well, this is what we're doing. This is
right.
everything, and the writers all went out there and they posted all of their stuff. So I think it's going to be fine. You did the right thing throughout the strike. And now the strike is coming to an end. You have a lot of shit to promote. It's really
So
exciting.
much. Yeah,
Yeah. So,
yeah.
I mean, go get it, Brim.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. But thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I want to thank the Academy. No, I'm just kidding. Um,
One
yeah, no,
day, one
so
day.
one day, right? Yes. Do you want to get started on these dirty little secrets?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so here we go. The first one. This is I like this. This is good.
I thought you would
Um,
like this one.
let's see. Hi, I'm the guy with the garage band. Dana wanted to know what my neighbor did to make him a jackass. He's the kind of guy that calls the HOA if you put out a basketball hoop or calls the cops if you have a kid's birthday party. Everyone on the street hates this guy. He's mean to everyone. He's the guy that shakes his fist yelling, "Get off my lawn!" at the kids. And to answer Brimstone's question, the other neighbors are in the garage, except for one guy that works nights, so he's not home. Our whole block gets a lot of joy out of this small rebellion. Thanks for reading my secret. It was really fun to hear on the show. I sent it to everyone on the block to hear it. Well, thank you for listening and for writing in and for filling us in. See, we really appreciate when you guys fill in the blanks for us because,
Yes.
like we only know so much. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So this was absolutely awesome to hear, and that is hilarious. That it is everybody on the block.
That is
That's
amazing.
funny shit right there. That is some funny shit. Like, okay, now I'm game. Now I'm okay.
Brim's in
Like
for it now.
I want to come and
He's
jam
gonna
with you
show
guys.
up and scream,
Yeah,
sing into the microphone.
I know, right? So, you know what I mean? That'd be funny. That'd be funny. Big growls and stuff. No, but
Uh,
seriously, no. That doesn't that shine more of a light on everything? It makes so much more sense.
it really, really does. And because we all have a neighbor that just sucks ass, right?
Yeah,
Like, is there somebody on your block that you're like, not the best neighbor?
yeah. This one dude is a jackass, no neck looking motherfucker, and apparently he was like a former cop or something like that. So I guess he thinks that he's untouchable.
Yeah.
He drives this fucking Jeep. Like those losers have those like testicles hanging from the back of the truck.
Oh God, I hate
That
those.
just says something about somebody.
Yeah.
Listen, any of our listeners, if you have that, there, like, come on, like
Take them
that's
off.
that's alpha male bullshit.
Yeah.
You shouldn't need to show how big your stuff is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, come on. Anyway, so this guy for years I've been at this in this home for, oh my god, at this point at like 17 years, you know what I mean, or whatever. We've been there maybe
Yeah.
longer. But he every just flies through the stop signs, never stops. There's a ton of kids on our
Ooh.
block, including my kids. So I would sit and I'd be like, are you serious? I don't even know who the person is. Whenever they do that, I'm like, are you kidding me? So what do you call it? So one of the days, I actually didn't even say anything, but I made like, are you freaking kidding me? Like a face. He flies through, and what do you call? And he like saw me make like, are you kidding me? And like, and then pulls back like he's a tough guy or something. So then I'm looking at him. I go, this motherfucker is actually going to say some shit to me.
Oh.
I'm here. I'm here for it. I sat back like, all right, what are you going to say? Come on, tough guy. So he starts spewing shit from in the car, as though he's a tough guy. I'm sick of hearing your shit every time I come by here and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, if you didn't go through the stop signs like an asshole with kids on the block, then maybe I wouldn't have to make those faces at you.
Right.
And then he's, like, who the fuck are you? Blah, 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 and this, that, and the next thing. And I'm like, perhaps you're not familiar with who I am, but it's okay. If you want to keep going, we can have a bigger conversation if you'd like.
Yeah.
And he's like sitting and, like screaming. And Danielle was actually right next to me. And she's like, are you fucking for real? Like, are you serious? Look, I was outside without shoes on. And I'm always, whenever I get into a situation where I'm going to be physical, which doesn't happen often, but it has happened before, I'm always conscious of my body parts, because people are bitches. And if I don't have shoes
they'll
on,
go for your weak areas.
Yeah, if I don't have shoes on and I'm out in the street with broken glass or rocks or whatever, that's going to hurt, for one, be bad. And two, he'll automatically with a boot or a shoe stomp on my foot. Yeah. And now I'm at a disadvantage.
Totally.
So I was like, you know what? If it's gonna go down, I'm still gonna wreck this guy. But I'm not gonna approach the car, because then I'm coming into the street, and now I'm taking a chance of. So I was just like standing there like, look, I'm like, if you want to get out of the car, we can dance.
You can come on over onto this grass right here.
Yeah, you could step over here and we'll handle business. And then then he starts like spewing, calling me names like fat ass and shit like that. I'm like, so we're real mature. All right, obviously you want to talk
you can
real
tell
loud
from the balls hanging from his Jeep.
Meanwhile, he's rounder than I ever was. So and I go, so I said, you're a real tough guy sitting in your little car. You know what I mean? Like, why don't you get out and have something to, if you want to, and then like, Danielle's like, I think you better leave, whatever. And then he takes off
again.
No, but but the thing is, he's at the end of the block, and he had kids. So now what I did find out is that there's that guy. I don't know if he got knocked off the force because of it, but apparently he had an issue with a kid or something. I don't know if he was like 17 or 18, 16. Something happened, and the guy went after him and choked him out. And what do you call it? And they had to do something, whatever it is. Like he's got like a temper problem.
Yeah, shocking. Shocking.
Never said anything to me after that. I've seen him before. I just ignore him.
Yeah.
I believe they're moving. I think they have a sign up on their house. So
good.
Get
Toodaloo,
good riddance,
motherfucker.
Exactly. Toodaloo, motherfucker. Like seriously, like, but it's just like that kind of an asshole guy. There's no fucking reason that you need to act like that. You did something wrong. So you're mad at me that I called you out on doing something wrong when you're flying past my house at 60 miles an hour on a small block where there are kids that could just run out into the street after a ball.
Totally.
And you were a policeman? Like, you see what I mean? And
I dislike it because sometimes, and I'm not all, but sometimes,
right,
people with those kinds of personalities where all they want to do is throw their weight around and feeling big and important and stuff like that. And then they get hired onto the police force and you're like, God damn it. Like, that sucks. Now, I'm not saying, like, I love police officers, so please don't take my words and misconstrue them. I'm just saying occasionally, same thing goes with teachers. Sometimes you have somebody that, like, I don't know, got bullied as a kid and they're growing up to be the science teacher so that they can make other kids' lives miserable.
Right.
Shit like that happens all the time.
Just ridiculous. And it's just stupid. But anyway, so you asked, so I told. I know it's a bigger
I love
story
it.
than we
Yeah.
probably wanted, but at least you got a full story, and that's and it's honesty. And the fact is like, again, police officers are trained and so forth. But bro, I'm fucking trained. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm trained to know how to not break your neck. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? If I don't want to.
All
That's
right.
the thing. I'm trained with restraint on how to not
Mm-hmm.
kill somebody, but if I want to throw full force into you, I'm going to snap your fucking self in half. Like, there's no way and no doubt in my mind I would have torn his no freaking neck head apart,
Would have
don't,
ripped his balls off and put them on the back of my car.
right? Right, as a prize. Anyway, so kudos to you, my friend, for getting back at that jackass. And you know what, the only other thing, and again, I think that this is all hilarious and fun and wonderful. What do you call it? And I love that it makes Dana smile, because this is her little slice of
It is. I love it. Petty revenge king.
petty revenge. That yeah. So she likes that. Now I am gonna offer a little bit of what do you call it, like on the other side of things, and realistically,
Devil's advocate. Are you
devil's
playing?
advocate. I am going to play it for a minute, and I hope you guys will understand and not take it in a different way. You never know what somebody else is going through.
True that.
The person might have lost their significant other, a family member, their cat, doesn't matter. Maybe they have only a certain amount of time to live. Maybe there's issues going on, and maybe they are just rotten to the core because nobody wants to get to know them because of their roughness. And maybe a olive branch could be, handed out and to see if maybe they could use a friend, and
Knock on his
that could
door
change
with an extra microphone.
Yeah. That
See
could
what
change
happens.
somebody's whole life and perspective, as well as change the whole feeling of that you need to get something up on the guy. And again,
I
I'm
feel
not
like
saying
I'm
to go
rubbing
do
off
it,
on
but
you, Brim.
look, I'm just because bullying is a big thing. Hey, look, I just posted yesterday about negativity and toxicity and people being negative and how that's unhealthy. And it is unhealthy. And I do believe that I think that their fantastic plan. This was great and hilarious, and I love it. But at the end of the day, we don't know what's going on in that other person's head. You know what I mean? So something similar, like simple and fun to you, maybe there's a reason for that. Maybe he had a son who was a basketball player who got shot, so everything to do with basketball upsets him, and maybe that's why he just doesn't want to even see it. You never know. You know what I'm saying? Like there, and I'm just being extreme.
That's true.
But
You don't know.
you don't know.
So, Brim, are you gonna go knock on the guy's door with the Jeep and extend an olive branch?
I was very nice like I said, the last couple of times. I waved. I
No.
waved.
Hi, I still see you, motherfucker.
But that's the thing. That's the thing, But but so whenever I pass, like he'll be out there and working on either on his motorcycle or on his Jeep or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'll walk by, I'll look over because I sure as shit want him to know that I remember. You know what I mean? But I'll walk by and I'll be like, hey, you know what I mean? Just like, I got my eye on you, but I'm not a dick. So, there's people have wronged me. And here's the thing that I've learned in my years. I'm 49. I've had many, many years of people screwing me over, doing fucked up things to me, and then me feeling resentment or being angry and so forth. All that does is put a pit in my chest and in my stomach, and it makes me feel like shit. So why should I feel like shit for something that somebody else has done or they're doing?
I just did a whole ass episode on unbatting. It dropped today, actually, on forgiveness, and
congratulations.
It's exactly that. It's saying like it's that whole resentment thing where you drink poison and you expect the other person to die. The only person it's hurting is you holding on to it, right?
That's it.
Yeah. Amen.
That's it. I'm not, and people there's certain people that I sure as shit will never, ever, ever accept back into my good graces.
Totally.
For the shit that
you
they've done.
Have to.
But I don't carry it with me. Because then that's them living rent free in my head. I don't need that. But what do you call it? Anyway, I could go on forever about this.
I
Let's
know, I
let's
know.
let's skip away. You ready for the next one?
I am ready.
Okay.
Okay. This one says, I'm 35. My daughter is 19.
Okay.
Wow. I had her when I was 16. Oh, thank you for mathing for me.
Me math good. Me math good. Okay.
Recently found out that she is dating a guy that is 30, that just so happens to be a guy I dated when she was around 10. It
Oof.
wasn't serious, only a few months, and I never brought him around her. But do I tell her that I slept with him 9 years ago? I'm hesitant because it doesn't seem too serious and they're not exclusive. They've just been on a few dates.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Ah, it's so messed up and so gross.
But it's not like she did it on purpose. She just happened to date somebody. And now, years later, her daughter happens to be dating that same person. It's like, it doesn't feel like anything sneaky or nefarious is going on.
mm,
But do you tell her? Do you
I
tell the
think,
daughter?
I think, I think, I think you tell her. I
Yeah.
think you tell her because like that's just kind of I don't know. I just think that it's does he know? That's my question. That's my first question is does he know that the
Uh-huh.
daughter is the daughter of this woman?
Right.
Especially well, or guy who I don't know the
Right.
situation.
Yeah.
Because if he knows, then that's just effed up.
Then
And
that
then
would be
what?
kind of messed up. Yeah.
That's messed up. And that's wrong. And especially that if the girl was 10, you know what I'm saying? The girl was 10 when the two of them were intimate. That
Uh-huh.
means she was around. So you know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? Like,
Well, they said that they didn't bring him around the little girl. Like they only dated a few months and she never had them together. Like he never met the daughter.
interesting. I'm not no, I don't regardless. Then she needs to know. She needs to know.
Yeah,
So
I
then
think
what
I agree
happens?
with you.
What happens if it does get serious? And then she
Right.
brings him home and then all of a sudden it's like oh,
Thanksgiving is fucking awkward.
yeah, no, this is not good, man. That's just not good. I'm not a fan. Not a fan.
Yeah. Well, I
No.
mean, I feel like you're taking this very hard. I
I
do
just know, you
agree
know what
with
it
you.
is I don't think that it's right. You know what I'm saying? I think
But nobody did anything on purpose here.
as a man, I couldn't. First of all, the fact that she's 16 years, yeah, wait, 16?
Yeah.
That she's 16 years younger than the guy. I think that's like, I think that's a little
I don't think
cradle robbing.
she is, let's see here. The guy's 30 and she
30.
is
Oh, oh,
19.
oh. I'm sorry. I was looking at the mother's age or the father's age, the
Yeah, yeah.
35.
Yeah, no, the guy is 30 and the daughter is 19. I mean, that's still a
So, okay. So
significant age
what is
difference,
that, 11
but
years?
yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm 8 or 9 years from Danielle, given the,
Yeah,
the
my
day.
my dad was 18 years older than my mom and 20 years older than my stepmom.
Right.
I mean, it's still a significant age difference, 11 years, but
But
I don't
but
think that that's like make or break.
but more so in the fact that if the guy was all up in the mother's guts,
Uh-huh.
I think that that's nasty. You know what I mean? For him to then be in the daughter's guts. That's just my opinion. As a
Yeah.
man, I wouldn't do that. If I was
No.
single, if I
What if
was
he doesn't
single,
know though?
okay, there's something that's attracting him to her. Does you know what
That's
I'm
for
saying?
damn sure.
Do they have this? Do they have the same last name? You know what I mean? Is he picking her up from the home that they live in? That I know that he must know the home. He's got to know. He's got to know. There's no. Has he been? Does she have an
Well, she's
apartment?
19. Maybe she doesn't live at home anymore.
Perfect. Thank you for saying that, Dana. Perfect. I'm assuming that he's been to her apartment. She doesn't have a picture up with her mother or father.
Oh. Oh,
You're gonna tell
well,
me
I
that
mean,
you're
the
not
other
gonna tell
thing
me you
is
don't recognize?
it says that it's not serious. They've only been on a few dates, so maybe he hasn't been in the apartment yet.
Okay. I think it's effed up. I think that she should obviously it's serious enough that the mother knows. I don't I gotta say mother, but it's either a mother or father. It sounds
Right.
like it's a mother, but
It does sound like a mom to me too.
I'm gonna go with the mother thing, but I'm just trying to be fair because you never
Right.
know. But yeah, no, no,
Well, I
no,
mean, I think definitely tell her
yeah,
because I mean, it's a little icky, and since you are the one that knows, like the only
very
thing
icky.
that we know for a fact right now is
Hmm.
that the mom knows.
Right,
So it is up to her to un-ick the situation by telling everybody involved, "Hey, just FYI, you and I had relations. That's my daughter."
right,
Like
right.
so.
And then
Responsibilities on you.
if he knows that he still maybe he wants to see if it tastes the same, I don't know.
Oh
That's freaking
God.
like seriously. I mean, look, people are freaking strange, man.
That's true.
Some
That's
people are like,
true.
and there are plenty of girls who are like, oh, I did this. We've had it on the show where,
Yep.
oh, I was fucking him, and and he pissed me off, so now I'm fucking his dad. Like, I
Right.
mean,
Yeah.
like, that to me, I find that nasty. I
Mm-hmm.
find it nasty. I find that if you want to be the freaking town bicycle, then good for you. I'm not going to yuck your yum, but at the end of the day, like I'm not going to support that. You know what I
Right.
mean? I can't. How can I support it? By the way, a random thought because I don't want to forget to tell you. What do you call it? Shout out to Demi Moore. Sorry, not
Mm.
not the same Demi Moore that we know from film. But what do you call it? She's from Ireland, and she actually won one of the contests that I just run on Instagram. She listens to the show and she loves it.
Aw, that's so
Uh, she
nice.
actually had written to me. I almost forgot because I was going to tell you, and I was like, oh, I might as well put it on the show. What do you call it? It
That's so
was
exciting. Thank you,
yeah,
Demi.
yeah, that was nice. What do you call it? Yeah, no, so that was really really sweet. I was very nice to know. What do you call it? I'm pretty sure it was her.
I oh pff.
It was one of them. I'm pretty sure it was her. And then might have been one of the other ones also who did it. Um, anyways, but yeah, I figured you'd want to know. Yeah, I
Of
thought that
course
was
I want to know. I
thought
love
that was
that.
very sweet. So if we get anything from Ireland, we know that she's leading the thing.
Well, tell all of your friends because, the first rule of the Dirty Little Secrets Club is to tell everyone about the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
Oh,
So get us up the charts in Ireland. Maybe we'll be able to come visit at some point.
there you go. There you go. So yeah, I thought you'd like that a little bit of information. So yeah, I was just like, oh, that's so nice.
That is
Oh, very
nice.
nice. I was pretty sure it was on that last post because I mentioned about you and the yuck the yum thing.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I think that might have been where it was. That's what I was looking to see where it was so I could read it to you. And what do you call it? Yeah, I'll find it. I'll find it. But anyway, this whole thing, I'm not a fan. What's your take?
yeah. I think that it is your responsibility to tell the parties involved. Yes, you should tell your daughter. Yes, you should probably tell him too. I don't know if you still have his number or not, but to definitely tell the daughter at least. I think that you owe it to her to, give her that truth.
Right. I think it's very important.
Yeah.
I think it is very important that honesty's got to be there. And then if they want to continue that,
Then that's up to
then
them.
that's
They have all of the information to make their decision.
right. I can't see why somebody and you got to do it now. What do you
Yeah,
call it?
probably
Here it is.
yesterday.
Here it is. By the way, I just found it. Okay, it was bothering me. I had to find it.
Oh, okay.
Also, I started listening to your podcast recently, and you're both good at not yucking people's yums. So,
Oh, that's
so shout out
sweet.
to me. That was very sweet of you.
I love it. Thank you.
Yeah, but I thought you'd want to hear that.
I did. You thought right.
No, you thought right. What do you call it? So, yeah. Anyways, I think that something needs to be done there. Are we ready to move on?
Let's do it.
All right, here we go. I was listening a few weeks ago about the guy that takes Uber Eats, and I had to write in. I'm an Uber Eats driver. If the bag isn't sealed, I'll definitely take something. I want you cheeky bitch, you. I won't put my hands in your fries. I'll just take the fries. The app will refund you the money. I live in a small-ish area, so it's a lot of the same people ordering. I especially do it if I recognize a bad tipper. You guys keep me company on some of these rides. Don't tear me apart too hard. LOL. Wow, you cheeky little monkey, you. You cheeky little monkey. What do you call it? All right. You take it first. I'm gonna let you take it
You
first.
know, I appreciate that you don't put your hands into the fries and like rummage them around in there, getting all your hand juice on everything, and then giving them the fries. Um, I also hate it so much whenever I get an order from Uber Eats and I am missing something.
Oh yeah. It
It
makes me
makes me
so angry.
so mad.
How about have you ever gotten from and again, no free ads to Uber Eats or any of the other ones that send, that do this service. But what do you call it? Like, don't you hate it when like you order something and it's supposed to be there in like 20 minutes and then it doesn't come for like an hour or so later and then it's freezing cold?
So
So now
cold.
you've waited like an hour and change for it. You know what I mean? And then you get it and you can't even, it's like, you know, it's the worst when you're in like a hotel room. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because I've had to do that at times when I'm on tour. Danielle and I did it not too long ago, and when we were having, I think for I forgot what if it was for our anniversary or just we would just wanted to go to a hotel for a night. I forgot what it
Right.
was. And we ordered from this one spot, and it was like we ordered like this big like to do. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it got to us literally an hour and a half after it was supposed to, and it was frozen. Like you couldn't eat it, and we couldn't microwave it or reheat it in an oven because we were
Right.
in a hotel. So what do? You know what I mean?
That is frustrating. I'm definitely one of those people that springs for the priority because I want to be first. So
Okay. Yeah, I don't do that.
I'm like, here's your $3. Please
Yeah.
give me my food first.
Wow. Yeah. I don't do that. I'm not prissy like you, my dear. No, just
I'm very
kidding.
I need it to come first because whenever I'm ordering, odds are I am already hungry. So if I wait too much longer, one, it's not going to be as tasty because it's going to be colder than I want it to be. And
Mhm.
two, it's going to take longer. I'm just going to get hangrier.
Yeah.
So for the safety of my entire household, I do priority.
I do get angry. Here's the thing is like, okay. Now if you're getting from like a Wendy's or a Burger King, no free ads on
Hmm.
all this stuff, like, okay, if you take those fries, I'm not gonna be so mad. But if you take some like Five Guys fries from me,
Oh, I am
that's
mad.
I'm gonna be a little PO'd, my friend. I'm not tearing you apart too much. It's wrong. Look, it's wrong. That's why
That's why it's
you
a
know it's
dirty little
wrong.
secret.
Yeah, and I'm okay with look. I'm not gonna tear you apart,
He's
but it
definitely
is
not the
wrong.
only Uber driver or Uber
No,
Eats driver out there that does this. 100%.
yeah, no. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not. I'm
Could you
not.
take something else though besides the fries? Because usually the fries are the ones that like we're looking forward to.
Yeah, like a good like. Look, I know McDonald's is not good for you, but man,
I
you get
love
some
their
crispy McDonald's
fries.
fries. Those are the.
Mm.
I mean, it's like ba da ba ba ba. I'm eating it.
Yeah.
Like I literally,
Mm.
after our wedding, after
Uh-huh.
our wedding, we drove through McDonald's and got fries before we went back to the hotel.
I love
Can
it.
you in the dress and
And
the
the whole
tux,
get up.
the whole get up?
Mm.
Yeah. We wanted it to be fun and funny like they had in the commercials
Yes,
years ago. I don't know if you remember those
I
commercials.
do.
And yeah, I'm sorry. I can't fathom you taking like anybody's food from them. If the bag's not closed, I guess it serves the place right. But like the people that are ordering it again, if they're bad tippers or they've been like rude to you, that's a different animal. Like, but
Right.
still, then don't accept those. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't
I
know.
don't know how an Uber Eats app works. I don't know like any of the, logistics of it all. Um, But
it'll
man,
if you're missing something, they're supposed to credit you for it or whatever.
well, they
But if it
do.
happens,
Yeah.
but if it happens often enough, they won't. They only do it like 2 or 3 times.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So you gotta, like you've gotta, be, you know,
Well, then you
you
have to,
gotta
because
be.
can't you like rate the delivery and stuff like that? Like, can it? So I wonder if Uber starts to recognize, like, huh, every time this guy delivers something, there's something missing. You think they
Yeah.
put two and two together, and then they're like, you can't sit with us, bro.
You can't sit with us. You can't sit with us. Stop trying to make fetch happen. I don't know. I don't know. Listen, again, I get it. Look, and they might not do it often. I don't know. They didn't give us too
Right,
much information here, but
right.
that's okay.
Smart.
No, listen, smart. Um, man, oh man. Well, look, I will give them this. Here, I'm gonna make a positive out of a negative.
Ooh, I love it. Let's see it.
I'm happier that they decided to take and remove the entire fry package
Mm-hmm.
than
Rather than
putting their
sticking their little
fingers
fingers in there.
and putting it, because that's kind of
Yeah,
gross.
that's
You know what
yucky.
I'm
I don't want to
saying?
think about somebody else's hands in my French
Yeah.
fries.
That's not cool. But here's the
Mm-mm.
thing. Are you smart enough to make sure that all the fries are out of the bag in general? Because, some
Ooh.
fries will then get left in the bottom of the bag and you go, oh, the fries may have been in here.
Uh-huh.
And maybe
Uh-huh.
that's why you got a bad tip, because they were like, this
Ooh.
person knew that they were, they took my French fries. Bags
Uh-huh.
open. There's still like 2 or 3 fries left in there, maybe a hidden one down on the bottom.
Ooh.
Hmm?
I
That's
mean,
what I'm
now we're
thinking.
just giving him advice. Make sure you check the bag.
Yeah, right. I know.
Get all
I
those
know.
bag fries.
Get them all. The extra bag fries are the best. The best. Anyways,
Mm-hmm.
all right. Are we done with this?
We are. We got our last one here. I don't think you're gonna like this one either, Brim.
We love you guys.
Fact, I
Please
know you're
still,
not.
please continue to listen to us, even though we ripped apart a little bit.
A
Anyway,
little bit.
just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a
Ah,
just a pube. Okay, just a fry, just a little fry. That's it. Just
we're
just
just
a little.
splitting pubes here, okay?
A little nubbin of a fry. It's what it is. All right, my friend, you're up.
All right, our last secret says my boyfriend's brother just moved back into the family house after being away for several years. Instant spark between us.
Oh God.
Now I find myself making excuses to go to the house without my boyfriend. I help his mom or drop something off I've baked. I'm also making sure I look cute every time I know he's going to be around. I haven't done anything, but it makes me feel guilty.
You should feel guilty because you're going there. You're going there and trying to, like, entice somebody else.
But what if she's not doing it for, like, she doesn't want to cheat on her boyfriend, but the attention feels good?
I'm gonna give dead air here right now, because
Go
I'm
ahead and
not
give
gonna
me the
answer
look.
that.
I'm just
I'm not,
saying,
Dayna.
like,
Bullshit.
that
Come on.
happens all the
Come on.
time.
Bullshit, Dayna. That's bullshit.
Slippery slope, though.
That's a slippery
Slippery
slope.
slope.
No, not cool. Instant spark means that you guys are interested, or you're interested,
Oh.
and
Yeah, how do you
and
know that there's a spark on him? Maybe the
right,
spark was just on your end.
perhaps. I'm not.
Mm.
See, and that's the thing. That's the thing is, like, you know, here, perfect example. You've got a sister, right?
Uh-huh.
You've got
Yeah.
multiple sisters,
Mhm.
right? Your sis, you would feel like you would. Maybe you'd feel different. I don't. Maybe I'm wrong. You would not want one of your sisters, like, like, oh, Joe. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, hell no.
no, you would feel
No.
gross and icky, and it would be wrong. It'd be disgusting. You know what I'm saying? That's just
Yeah.
wrong. You don't do that. It's kind of like bro code, and the bro code most people don't seem to give a shit about anyway. Like, where you should not ever be, hitting on your friend's girl. You know what I mean? Whether
Uh-huh.
that's just wrong, and vice versa. You know what I mean? It's
Mhm.
wrong. Does it happen all the goddamn time?
All the
But
goddamn time.
if that's the case, why would you get into that relationship then? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? If you're not happy in the relationship, get out. Why are you going and finding a spark with this guy's brother? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, sometimes you don't
why
go
would you?
looking for the spark,
Oh,
but
come
I
on,
do
Dayna.
think, hold
Come
on, let me
on. Go ahead.
talk.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let
So
you talk.
I do think though that if you are purposely finding yourself going over there, if you're purposely trying to dress yourself up and look cute to go over there, that's you're towing a line that is very, very that's an iffy line there. And that's probably not something that you want to do. And then maybe that's something that you might want to look into in your own relationship. Like, why do I find myself doing this thing?
Yeah.
Because I mean, yeah, that's a slippery slope. I highly recommend you stop that shit.
Not
Like,
cool. Not
mom
cool.
doesn't need help whenever your boyfriend isn't around, and they also don't need cookies or cupcakes or whatever. Like, stop making excuses to go over there. Like, squash that shit. Because what you're doing is you're living in fantasy land. You don't know what that dude's like besides in your fantasy. So don't like go down a slippery slope for something that you don't even know.
I just feel like you shouldn't even have that fantasy. You know what I mean?
People fantasize all the time. I think fantasies are fine.
Okay. Not if you're married to somebody or if you're in a relationship with somebody, you shouldn't be fantasizing about their brother.
No. And lucky for me, I have no interest in any of Joe's brothers. And I don't think that any of my sisters have interest in Joe. So,
But you understand where I'm coming from. Like it's I think that's messed up. I think it's wrong.
yeah, I think whenever there's like a personal connection, a knowing there that, again, slippery fucking slope. It's such a slippery slope. Not
Yeah.
a good idea.
I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it, Mr. Krabs. I'm not feeling it. Are you feeling it now? No, I'm not feeling it. I'm not
No,
feeling it.
I
How
didn't
about
think you
now? I'm not
would.
feeling it. I'm not feeling it. Listen, man, you guys, you do you. Like like I'm not gonna say you're an a-hole, but I mean you're an a-hole. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't be me if I didn't throw some shade.
I know.
But no, it's just I just don't think it's a good idea.
It's
It's a very
definitely
slippery
not a
slope.
good idea.
Like, what are you what are you baking? Are you putting some of your menstrual blood into the baking so this way, like, you're putting a spell on them? You never heard of
I
that?
put a spell on you.
Yes. You never heard of that? The way they put where a woman
Oh,
puts a little bit of her menstrual, bleed
what are
into
you? You're giving her
to
ideas again.
into sauce.
She's gonna go.
Yeah,
Oh
it's a
God.
thing. It's a
No,
thing, and
I
it's
have
like,
never heard of that.
yeah, and then the guy eats it, and then they're supposed to be on you, and that's
Now
it.
they're in love. Love potion number
Yeah,
9.
it's a love potion.
Huh.
You could probably look it up online. I mean, I don't. I'm assuming that you'll probably find it.
You just need
Um,
like the toe of a, virgin and a frog
I
and
just said a couple of
little.
drips of blood, a couple of drips of blood from down below, Dana. I'm not talking about appendages from virgins. Come on, let's not go too far. We don't want people going and chopping and hacking people up.
No
I
virgin
want
is
this.
safe.
I want this one to fall in love with me, so I will go and sacrifice a virgin and their big toe to put into my food, so I can feed it to that person.
So
No,
many virgins just wobbling around without their big toes.
I snorted. What do you call it? We were talking on Grindhouse a couple. It was last week or I don't know, a couple weeks ago. Can't remember that if you have no toes, you couldn't stand up.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I didn't think about that. I never thought about
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
And no, that's
You
weird.
need your toes. You need
You
your
need your
toes.
toes. You need your toes. I would. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I
You
didn't
know
know
what
that.
else you need?
What?
You need to
I'm
go to the
afraid.
dirtylittlesecretsclub.com and
You
submit your
scared me.
dirty little secrets.
You scared the shit out of me right there. I was like, did I do something wrong?
Yeah.
Dana slowed down and got that tone, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
what's happening here? Am
Brim's
I
all,
in
shit, am I in
trouble?
trouble?
What did I do? Because I know that tone. What did I do? I must have done some shit. Anyways, yeah. So are you done with this one? Any other
Yeah.
any?
Goodbye.
Yeah. Bye bye. Bye bye. Next. Yeah. No. Listen. I'm done with that one too. I don't think it's right. I think that's just yeah, it's just wrong. I still can't get
Slippery
over the
slope.
freaking. I can't get
Slippery
over
slope.
the one with the daughter and mother thing. That one still bothers me. I can't get over it. Can't get over it. Anyway, that's about all the time we have for this week's Dirty Little Secrets Club. We appreciate you. We love you. We thank you for tuning in every single week. Please make us hit these goals of ours to be ranking in all the different countries. We'd appreciate it. I'm jealous. Unbatting is doing better than us, so that's I'm very upset. I'm in outrage from that. I'm just kidding. I am so glad that it's doing well. Make sure you check out Dayna's Unbatting that she does with her sister. It's awesome. Check out the Grindhouse Radio, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursdays. And what do you call it? Again, make sure you check us out every single week. Hit us up on social media. And Dayna, again, we want to tell them again about the one only rule of Dirty Little Secrets Club.
Of course. The first rule of the Dirty Little Secrets Club is to tell everyone about the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
We appreciate it. We love you. Mwah! See you again next week.
Follow me. Promised land. You think we want something from you? You got another thing coming.